We talk a lot about messaging at Root and River. It is our best in the world. We can take really any client and help them uncover what they really want to say to the world. We often talk about being provocative or evocative or heretical or terms like that. And that's that tip of the scalpel or the edge of the scalpel that cuts through the noise, cuts through the cognitive biases and all of that. But how do you do that? How do you be bold, especially in a world that has taught you to be safe and to regulate what you say and to maybe take a more passive stance? How do you do that? And so I wanted to share 3 questions you can ask yourself when you think about your messaging. Number 1 is, what is the truth that you could share that is the most threatening? And that's kind of a whistleblower strategy related to messaging, which is there's some truth that needs to be said that some institutions or other brands would be most threatened by. Figure out what that is. The second question is, what do you want to challenge in your industry? One of my favorite brands is Liquid Death. And it's not my favorite brands because their water's any better than anybody else's, it's just that they're so unabashedly themselves. But one of the things that they do in their messaging is they take on the plastic bottle industry, especially with Coke and Pepsi. And if you buy a case of Liquid Death, they'll send you a bunch of prepaid postage where you can ship empty plastic bottles to either Coke or Pepsi. That's brilliant as far as taking on an industry. And then there's this, is what is the simplest thing you can say? Not simplistic, simplest. And what that means is that you want to strip it down to what I sometimes call the simple idea. What is the simple idea that you want to express to the world? And because everything is so noisy and so complicated and we're so distracted, simplicity is like white space for language. If you can be more condensed and you can be more refined in what you want to say, that simplicity is a gift to your audience. So I think of our message at Root and River, which is all great brands are spiritual experiences. It's pretty simple. It's a challenge too. It's a challenge to people, and it's a challenge to the idea that you can't talk about spiritual in business. And we say, well, we are. So I hope that this was helpful in helping you understand what it means to be bold and evocative. And I'll leave you with this. Listen to what your heart wants to say. Messaging is not a head thing. It's not about finding the thing that's going to resonate and generate leads or be the thing that everybody likes. It's something from the heart. Speak from the heart and you'll be fine.